This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
Right now at 4, cleaning up the mess from Wednesday's severe weather outbreak. Jefferson County, one of the hardest hit areas with heavy rain, large hail, and damaging winds. Thank you for joining us at 4. I'm Brent Solomon.
And I'm Kay Quinn. Hillsborough, Festus, and Olympian Village saw 2 rounds of severe storms Wednesday. 5 on your side's Megan Kernan went back to areas that were pummeled by hail. She's live tonight at an auto body shop that's seeing a ton of business. Megan?
Well, Denzer in Fenton has gotten calls from many throughout Jefferson County. People have spent the day bringing their cars here and elsewhere to get estimates for repairs. Now, this truck was brought in with about 500 dents in the hood alone, so you can see a lot of damage here. The owners said they saw hail the size of a baseball and a grapefruit in Hillsborough. Besides Hillsborough, large hail fell last night in Festus and areas in between. Just this morning, Denzer got around 40 calls from people wanting to bring their car in, and several people have already come by for estimates. The hail was so bad that they've actually had to turn people away because the damage is just too extensive to even repair. The shop's owner, Larry Langley, says this is the worst hailstorm he's seen in a long time.
Pea size, quarter size, and all of a sudden it was baseball size hail. It was, yeah, pretty significant hail. Busting out windows, sunroofs. It was definitely doing a lot of damage on Hillsborough. I'm thinking the storm's going to last us at least until October. You know, we're already booking out probably till July already, and we just started.
Now, to avoid any weather scams, Denzer says the best solution is to use local shops for repair services. Don't fall for any of those advertisements that you're starting to see pop up, they say. Live in Fenton, Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
All right, thank you, Megan. Hours ago, the National Weather Service confirmed an EF1 tornado touched down in Iron County overnight. Annapolis is about a small town about 2 hours south of St. Louis. The city's mayor and emergency management director say 10 homes, 3 cars, and the school were damaged along a 6-mile path. It was supposed to be the last day of school for the South Iron School District, but the district had to cancel classes, a bittersweet moment for the retiring superintendent.
That this is going to be, I guess, my last official day at school with students and staff, and you know, Mr. Middleton is going to be our new superintendent for next school year, and so we're both a little overwhelmed right now at this point.
The district says it hopes to have the school repaired by next fall, but if not, other school districts have volunteered to teach their students. Our Holden Kerwicki traveled to Iron County today. Look for his reports tonight on 5 on your side at 5 and 6. Well, after spending countless hours on the air, Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell has taken a little trip today.
That's right, but he's still working, though. Don't get confused. He's live from City Park ahead of tonight's Biz Dash 5K. Scott, much calmer weather compared to
but you know, Brent and Kay, yeah, this is so much nicer than yesterday. This is the kind of assignment we all as meteorologists like to do. You get out, you enjoy the nice weather. Of course, a lot of our colleagues at the National Weather Service had to do some traveling today to do those storm surveys. Our friends over there at the Weather Service, they're also rather storm fatigued as well. I think we all are at this point, but the good news is we're finally getting a break. Let's give you a live view of kind of what we're looking at here. We're at City Park. We're getting ready for the Biz Dash 5K. You know, it's St. Louis's healthiest happy hour, and boy, there's a lot of people that will be happy this afternoon. Temperatures are in the mid 70s right now. Berkeley's at 77. We have 75 out in Washington and Lake St. Louis, O'Fallon, Missouri. Troy, Illinois is also 75. Millstadt 74. You're looking at the damage survey from yesterday, and really the area that we were focused on, the area you just heard about, and you'll hear more from Holden about coming up in a little bit. This track, this tornado track with EF1 damage, winds up to 110 miles per hour down there in and around the Annapolis area, especially on the north side of town. And that's why we were with you during the evening hours last night about 9 o'clock on 5 on your side. And this shot yesterday afternoon from St. Genevieve, Mitchell shared this with us on the 5 on your side Weather Watchers Facebook group. Yeah, that's a funnel almost touching the ground. That was that tornado warned storm that crossed the Mississippi River. And did you notice there were some white caps almost on the Mississippi? Hey, I have great news. A few dry days are on the way. that right there in and of itself is great. Cooler nights, mild days, and it's a nice Mother's Day, Kay. Just for you, it is going to be a fantastic weekend, and we need a break from active weather, and it looks like we finally get it. A lot of runners down here tonight. Maybe they'll be running off a little steam from this long work week.
Exactly. And I thank you, and every mother listening thanks you for that nice Mother's Day forecast. All right, Scott, we'll check back in a few minutes. Right now, Brentwood police looking for the man who stole a car with a child inside. Police say it happened around 4:20 this morning at the mobile gas station on South Brentwood. The child was found safe about 30 minutes later in Clayton. Police located the car outside a Peevely motel, but the car thief, he is still missing. Police released these surveillance images of the suspect. If you have any information about this, you are asked to call Brentwood Police 314-645-3000.
Now to a new push to keep St. Louis streets safe. This morning, the Urban League launched a road safety campaign. It's called Slow Down St. Louis. The group wants to raise awareness about reckless driving and speeding in our area. This is a problem city leaders say they see every day.
You'd be hard pressed to drive anywhere and not see cars just so disrespectful of stop signs and stop lights, not paying attention to whether someone is walking, not paying attention to the person who is doing the right thing and giving proper respect to that stop sign or stop light to stop.
Just this week, a hit-and-run driver killed a pedestrian in South St. Louis. Police are still looking for that driver.
Governor Mike Parsons signed a bill into law that would defund Planned Parenthood in Missouri. The Missouri House and Senate passed legislation that would make it illegal for Missouri's Medicaid program to reimburse Planned Parenthood. Supporters of the law say they don't want any state funding to go to organizations affiliated with abortion. Planned Parenthood says this will just prevent access to common reproductive health care needs.
Missouri is a pro-life state, and I hope to continue to be a pro-life state, and it's the work of the legislators that brought this forward and the bill sponsors to do what we believe is to protect the innocent children of our states.
The real on-the-ground impact that it has for patients is that it means they don't get cervical cancer screening, or they don't get their birth control to prevent unplanned pregnancies, or to help time the most healthy pregnancies and family growth that they could possibly have.
Planned Parenthood says it will also continue providing care to Medicaid patients, and those patients will not see a difference in their out-of-pocket costs.
Well, still ahead, dropping hints where a hugely popular chain of travel centers could pop up next in the Midwest.
53 years ago this month, train travel was reborn in this country. We take a look back at the very first Amtrak train to arrive in St. Louis. And today is Give STL Day. More than 1,000 organizations have been receiving donations all day long. You can still help. Those donations are tax deductible. To donate, go to givestlday.org.